Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Why dating is better than ever in the Philippines. Let's talk about that today. How's everybody feeling out there? I've been forgetting to ask people that. I hope you're feeling a little bit better today than you were yesterday. You know, despite what you may be hearing on other channels and on social media and everything, dating here in the Philippines is better than ever. Certainly since I started coming in 2009. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to give you my main 3 reasons why it's better than ever. So if you're trying to come to the Philippines to meet a girlfriend, potential wife, this is a good time to do it. Number one is the internet. According to the 2020 census, 56.1% of households in the Philippines now have access to internet. Either mobile broadband network or just a modem. That's way up from just a few short years ago when only 45% had it. And since most men, the overwhelming majority of men who come here meet women online, that's a good thing. That means there's more women online, a lot more women than it was in 2009 when I started coming over here. So that's really the main reason. And certainly if you're trying to date a woman up by Metro Manila or the capital, the national capital region, that's 73% of households have access to the internet over there. So that's good news. Despite what you hear, you know, about all social media has changed dating, yeah, mostly for the good. But that's the number one reason, the internet. There's more women. And without that internet, your chances of meeting a woman over here go way down, guys, okay? Don't fool yourself. I'm boots on the ground. I've been coming here a long time, man. I've been living here almost going on 7 years now. But number 2 reason why dating is better than ever over here in the Philippines, because of the success of so many relationships. You know, people aren't blind and they're not stupid. They're looking around and they're seeing that little Maria is living a good life now. Not only that, but people are happy. They're getting married, they're having families, they're getting visas, the whole 9 yards, and people see that. This is the reason why dating is more than ever, is better than it's ever been since I've been coming here. So many successful relationships, but of course when you talk about successful relationships, you don't get any clicks. People only want to hear about the bad stories. People only want to hear about, you know, the scammers and all of that. But there's far more successful stories over here. And that's the reason why. So not only the internet with bringing more women, but more women are now, what I want to say, where they wouldn't get involved with foreigners before, now they will. Because we got a bad reputation over here. And our reputation actually is getting better because of these successful relationships. They see that, you know, we're not these bad guys, and we're not all over here trying to take advantage of women and use them and make them pastimes and all of that. So that's the second reason I believe dating is better than ever over here, because women are seeing their friends and their family in these successful, happy, loving relationships. But the third reason that I'm going to talk about today, why dating here is better than it's ever been, is because the reason it's always existed in the first place. And it has a lot to do with need, with poverty, with lack. You know, don't fool yourself. That's the reason why a lot of these young, attractive women are interested in us in the first place. Okay. finances initially is the reason. You know, all you have to do is come over here and go to some of these provinces, some of these squatter areas where the women live, who we eventually date and marry, to see what I'm talking about. And it hasn't gotten any better really over the years since I've been here. And it was getting better, don't get me wrong, but the pandemic happened and it pushed the Philippines back 10 years probably. Pre-pandemic, it was one of the fastest growing economies. I mean, really, I've seen the growth. You know, I always talk about the progress over here because it's fun to see. You know, that's the one thing about living in a place like this. You know, the Philippines isn't a developing country. It's a little bit higher than a developing country pre-pandemic. Emerging is what they call it, but they've got another scientific name for it. I don't know. It escapes me, but the poverty really is still here. And that's why women, you know, are more willing. That's the word I was looking for in the other example. Women are more willing to take a chance on dating a foreigner to improve their standard of living, to raise their quality of life. And that's smart of them to do that. I don't knock them for that. People in the West, they knock Filipinos for that. They'll say, oh, Filipino wants you for your money. So then I push back. I'll say, well, what do you want a man for? I say, I think that's smart if she wants a man for her money. I mean, for his money. What do you want a man for? Is this the reason why we have so many failed relationships over there? And a lot of women end up with bums, my daughters included. I got attractive daughters, man. They're very attractive. But every last one of them's with a bum, except for my youngest daughter. Even though they're not together, he takes good care of his kids. But my other three, maybe they need to start being attracted to men for their money, and their life would be a whole lot better. But I wanted to come on here this morning. This came across my mind. You know, there's a whole lot going out there about the state of dating in the Philippines, and they're discouraging people and saying, oh, it's worse and this and that. Guys, despite what you hear, take it from me, I don't have any skins in the game. Dating over here is as good as it's ever been, and I only see it getting better. I mean, one thing that I really like about women over here, you know, yeah, they're traditional. They don't complain a whole lot. And you're probably going to end up with something over here a whole lot better than what you're getting at home, but you probably knew that. It's starting to rain now, but luckily I've got this big umbrella here that I'm under, the camera's under. You see the beautiful scenery behind me. This isn't a green screen. When I did my live stream yesterday, a guy said, man, that looks like a green screen. No, this is the beauty of the Philippines, despite what you hear. There's another thing you hear. Man, this place is beautiful. About as beautiful as any place I've ever been, and I've been around the world. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I just wanted to put this out there, man. I want to encourage men. I want to give you something positive today. There's a lot of negative out there about the Philippines. For some reason, I guess it's like hip to do those type of videos today. I know they get a lot of views. Negative views get a lot more views than positive views. But this is something positive. This is real. This is true. The state of dating in the Philippines is good. It's better than it's ever been. Take my word for it. Okay? So if you're in the Philippines, if you're in America, wherever you are finding your heart to help somebody. Now, a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Stop watching this negative stuff about the Philippines. If you really want to know, just come on over here then. Put your plan together. Get your money together. Get your mind right. Get your physicality right. And come on over here. But I'm boots on the ground here, and I'm telling you right now, every man over here who wants a date, who wants a wife, who wants a girlfriend, a living partner has one. That's always been that way since I've been coming over here in 2009. And see, I'm talking about myself. Remember the meet and greet, Saturday, May 31st. A lot of guys have contacted me to bring in their wives and their girlfriends. If you come, you're welcome, whether you come single or with somebody. But I encourage you to bring your girlfriend if you have one, because there's going to be a lot of women there. Carmel's Inn and Restaurant. 1 week from today, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's free. Now, I don't know how much food's going to be there, because it's like a package. I'm paying for everything. So you may, if you get there early, you'll get the food. If not, you're going to have to order from the menu. And they got good food. If you want to drink and all that, you got to do that out of your own pocket too. I'm going to have the 8,000 mile club patches. Also, I'm working on some t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen. And all the money that I collect off this stuff, it goes to my spin wheel. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, everybody. I'm getting wet out here. I'm getting ready to order my pancakes. The big surprise about Gold View is how delicious the food is. And it's cheap.